Hey, where am I going to put that? Hey, okay, I'm live. Let's see. Okay, we'll go to morning. Zero in there. That's fine. I'm going to sit and pay until someone shows up. Oh, hey, good morning. Who's in the comments? Chime in as you go up just so I can play with my banners and whatnot. Roman. Let's see. Okay, good. Yeah, banners are working. Hey, good morning, Roman. What's going on today? We got me and you. There we go. Okay. So yeah, today, buddy, I'm just gonna stay on for an hour. I'm gonna show off some stuff that I'm working on. And Confused Lime is here in the chat. Hey, Confused Lime, how you doing? Just waiting to see if anyone else shows up in the chat, but it's kind of weird with the screen I've got. I'm doing this on my iPhone, guys, so what I can see is like the size of my thumb right now. So I'll try and do the best to keep up with the chat with you guys. Yeah, my mechanized combat buddy. Yeah, for sure, buddy. Yeah, jumper on the air, on deck, ready to come down, and yeah, we were the Recce element and things like that. So combined arms, yeah. It's all good stuff. Riley, hey, man, how you doing? You're here in Ottawa, aren't you, Riley? If you don't mind saying yeah or no to that. There's only a couple of us here in the chat, 5 of us. Oh, good. But yeah, I thought, Riley, weren't you in Ontario at least? Was that right? If so, if not, correct me, because there was some stuff I was going to talk about out here. Maximilian Studios, hey, grievances there. Okay, cool. All right, and Riley, you're here in Ottawa, man. So, how'd you make it with any of your pre-orders, Riley? I'm curious because I go to my GameStop, which is up in the Earl Grey area of Canada, and man, they did not get stocked at all while I've been away. I was just curious if you made it okay. Yeah, Amazon. I wish I had done my pre-orders for Amazon. I thought I was onto something with GameStop, but I guess GameStop, it depended on your location and where they were in the priority, right? So yeah, I was just curious. And good morning to you, Grievance. I am going to resume our Wolverine project. Actually, some of the backdrops I've been working on today, and I'm going to show those. I've been about setting up for figures for that whole theme thing. I worked to read into my end state concept, right? So yeah. So yeah, so today I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing with the Hiss Fire Team 788. I'm not leaving it at a fire team. I'm making a troop. And I did a lot of backdrop work so that things are more presentable in the show, and I got figures to show and things like that. Worked some more on the Cobra diorama. It's coming along well. But I think you guys will be happy with some of the displays I'm showing today anyways. And Bobby, what's up with Bobby Wool? Hey, how you doing, man? Yeah, Retro Recondo. I'm going to talk about that in a bit there, Rome. Jumper. I'm just going to call you Jumper. Trying to keep my pre-orders to Hasbro. Getting hard to keep track of every group I was going through before. Yeah. Yeah, if you're in the US, I could totally see that being the benefit. But with Canada, we got to deal with international shipping when we deal with Hasbro. I found out my snow and just our flexing dollar is just, it's constantly subjective to the market with the US. I found that out too as I was dealing with Loki Wartooth, who I hope things are good with him this weekend. He's had a rough week. He's taking care of a sick family loved one. And they didn't have a great week. So my thoughts are really with Loki and with my friend Jay, who was the guy who hooked me up with his fire team, also had a big week medically. So those guys are my thoughts. But yeah, Loki and I did a lot of business together. I've got an order coming in from him, and I was giving him weekly payments. Just to keep it within my budget, and he was fine with that. But I noticed the American Canadian dollar fluctuating each time, so I don't know how well I do with Hasbro Pulse. Riley says, I haven't been out hunting lately. I got an action soldier from Amazon and the Raycon diver in JLC. And JLC's in Orleans. Okay, yeah. I'm going to have to check out DJC, is it? I haven't gone through them for anything. And in fact, I think this is probably the first I've really paid attention to hearing that title. But yeah, I went through GameStop because all the pre-orders went up early. And I had to inform the guy that he should be expecting retro line in his stock soon. And I was very uncomfortable saying, like, wait a minute, you haven't even heard of it, but you guys took my pre-orders for it. It's supposed to be accessible through you. And moreover, I've seen other guys out here with Recondo, like we've been talking about, already in their collection. When I went and picked up that clutch the other day, this guy had everything, and he got it probably through Hasbro or wherever, but he had everything that was out, right? But I've seen other people have Recondo in Canada, I believe. And my GameStop missed out on getting me my Airborne and all that stuff. Just because, not because they weren't honoring the pre-orders, it's because they weren't getting more than 50% of what they were asking for on the pre-orders in their shipments. So I know I'm getting my stuff, but it's going to be like a week from now that I start getting caught up on Airborne, the Navy Diver 60th anniversary, the 60th anniversary Soldier, all that. Loki's going to have to change his name to Loki Pulse. Yeah. Yeah. Well, guys, Loki is been a big part of this channel for the last few months. Big part because of the conversion stuff and everything like that. But I haven't really been sharing Loki's story. That's between Loki and Loki. But yeah, like he if he's not communicating from time to time, he's got a busy week, and we all know that. And that busy week isn't something that we would want to tackle on for work either. It involves a loved one. So yeah. I hope he finds time to watch this, at least if not live, then coming along. Derek is a bunch of things. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So sorry, I'm just gonna turn the camera over so I can grab this, guys. What I'm doing right now is, and I'll check the chat in a bit. But my God, I got to make some progress today if I want to get through this hour and have anything for you to watch. I made it no secret. I did a live the otto day, if you guys happened to catch that, with Aaron the Toy Enhancer and 3-Star Draw, guy down South 77 in the comments when we're on live chats. You'll see him. Aaron was nice enough to want to do a video about his Super Vamp and bring us into the discussion, right? So I thought that was really cool. I had a good time doing it. And we did stray out of the Super Vamp discussion for a little while. And we talked about a lot of other things, a lot about clutch and just stuff that we were having fun with about Hasbro and talking about this wave issue and things like that. But I had mentioned I wanted to do a North and South kind of rivalry with Aaron a little bit. I say I don't want the drama. I want fun drama. That's fun. That's North versus South. Right. Give him a chance to rise again with his Cobra. He's a big fan of Python Patrol, which I'm not, right? But you guys have heard me. I don't judge a figure until I've had a really good look at it. Hey, there's 3-Star Draw. The South shall rise again. Yeah. Hey, look, we get to talk about Aaron while he's not here again. So yeah, I take my Python Patrols and I've started doing the base coating and just doing a fit fig on converting these guys to the 788, right? Because three guys does not a unit make in my eye, nor if it's barely a fire team. Like, good that they have a loader for senior rocket launcher, right? And he doesn't have a magic backpack. He has an actual strapped backpack, which is something Bazooka can't brag about. I'm really proud of how these guys turned out for Hasbro. And you've heard me say, well, it just paves the road to getting a his tank, right? So it was a marketing, but I respect the move. Yeah, Aaron, no, he's playing Cobra Soldier today. Yeah, I know he's out at the market today, but here's the thing, guys. And I was talking to him yesterday about this. He's off at a toy show right now. And yeah, he's probably in his Cobra officer outfit. In fact, let's get that. up in the collection here. We'll let that backpack fall. But he might be popping by. We talked the other day, and I sent him a link to my stream this morning, and he's thinking he's going to try and stream in live. So we might get to see some live footage of Aaron the Toy Enhancer at that toy fair if I don't fuck this thing up. Okay. He's got the link, so I don't know how he jumps in. I don't know what I have to do. I think if I press yes, oh yeah, the guests have been invited. I've already done that. Yeah. So he's got that link, and we'll see if he's able to pop in or not. And like I said, guys, it's not a promise. It's what's the word? It's a goal, right? I've set it up. I hope that works. And yeah, this is maybe how we see Aaron. Yeah, buddy, go for it. Thanks for bringing that up there down south. Down south just did his talk on his final thoughts on the vamp. I watched that just this morning over coffee, and yeah, man, it's you and I agree 100% on this clutch figure. This clutch figure is epic. I was explaining to the guys the other day, no, I didn't get the vamp. I wasn't upset about it. It was just my own bad timing, and I'm going to be patient. I'll get one. I won't overpay. When the deal works out, the deal works out. I'll pay what the vamp is worth, and maybe whatever. But I couldn't go a day without this now that the clutch was out there, right? Because it's part of that original 13 Joe's. I don't give a crap about his ride. He can drive whatever. He's clutch. Get him a beat up old Thunderbird. He'll drive it, right? Get him a bike. He'll drive it. Get him a boat. He'll drive it. Give him your wife. He'll drive her. But he is an epic figure, like great sculpt. I love that face sculpt. Rico Suave, under the hood, Grease Monkey with the tattoos. He's got some great tattoo work going on there. A lot like with rock and roll, right? So I picture him paired off with rock and roll working on vehicles together. So, but yeah, the whole vamp thing, I've heard some negative feedback there down south. I heard what you had to say about the guns, and I want to have a look at those guns again, because what I was seeing was a dual feed system belt feed into either upper receiver of those cannons, right? And how those belts are configured. If the guns have ejection ports for the casings and they're both facing one way or whatever, like it might show the lazy print, but is the gun designed to have those fed in perfectly? Or did they just repaint the same gun and this I deal with the issue? Like that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out just by seeing it. Riley, open mind. You've been a bit too busy. Not enough space, eh, Riley? Yeah. And we got Destro in the chat. Oh, sir, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Thanks for coming by. And the ejection ports are pretty much the feed slots. Okay. And you want the V1 heavy metal driver. Wasn't he for the Mauler? I thought, yeah, I'm pretty sure heavy metal was the Mauler driver, wasn't he? Or the figure that came with the Mauler. The reason I ask is he was on my list of some of the driver conversions I wanted to do, but I landed on crankcase. I have a crankcase on the way, and me and Loki Wartooth talked about it, and that's the one I landed on. And yeah, Destro, he was the first tank. He was the second tank, actually, because Steeler and the Mobat were the first tank. But yeah, I get your point. He was the first real good looking tank for sure. And if you were, I was 11 when they came out. So if you were 7 or 6, then by the time the Mauler came out, it was right at the peak of your Joe collecting. So yeah, I can see why people was his first tank. But yeah, either way, we just had this talk, and actually 3-Star Draw raised a good point about that. It was be too hard to do. It would be a really hard vehicle to do because it's an obsolete style tank, right? So, yeah, it's one of those things where you want it because I want Steeler, right? I had to make my own damn Steeler, and I made my own variant to Steeler so that I wouldn't be stepping on any ideas with a traditional one if, say, Hasbro sprung a surprise on us, which they didn't, right? So, sorry, I gotta let these arms soak for a minute, but I'm just reattaching the arms to that Python Patrol guy. I was gonna use a hair dryer, but I should have, but you know, it would have been loud during live, right? So I'm just letting them soak. But yeah, that's all I'm doing for that guy right now. I'll just pull them down here. I'm going to carry on with the his stuff because I wanted to show you how I'm filling out the squad, right? Let's go through the chat while I pull it out. Destro, I mean, it happens. I am right 50% of the time. I'm right every time, right? Mauler was such a badass tank. Yeah, and that was just it. I never had the Mauler. I had Mauler envy because I spent, you know, the next couple of years of Joe collecting, drooling over that thing and how I could not find that at any store in Canada. Consumers Distributing, if you guys remember those at all, they were kind of the more elite access to some of the Joe line stuff, but you couldn't still get Night Force, Tiger Force, or anything. It was just you'd get the vehicles and some of the figures that weren't at the Bay, Zellers, Kmart, etc. Right? So yeah, the Mauler was one that I always wanted. Heavy Metal was a mystery, but I love the idea of a guy named Heavy Metal working in a tank. Having been, you know, tank crew myself at some point, you do blast music. You are rambunctious. It's hard. A tank can challenge your morale sometimes. So if you're not a hardcore individual, or at least acting like it, you don't belong there. And Heavy Metal just seemed like that guy, man, for sure. Let's see. Oh, sorry. What was that last part? 3-star draw. Yeah, exactly. And just any kind of vehicle that could throw these tank guys in that would be a tracked vehicle I could almost accept, you know, or maybe two of them come with a really good attempt at maybe an updated armadillo or something like you were saying one day. The Sonic Crayon Slayer. Shipwreck. Man, if you didn't have Shipwreck before and you got him today, I am happy for you, my friend. Shipwreck is a fine figure, boys. He is. Look how accessible all my collection is now, when I'm live. Oh, you can grab everything off the shelf. Yeah, I'll show you why in a minute. I'll show you that shelf. Okay, so Digital Diarrhea, when he sent me the eel and the Crimson Alley Viper figures there, and thank you so much again for those. That was just a great opportunity. I was happy to be a part of that. He also sent me some gridiron gear. Hey, Crimson Vader. Crimson Vader wants to say hi to everyone in the chat. So he had the whatchamacallit kit. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the rest of it. It's over here. He had the kit for the Firefly upgrade for Gridiron there, the Saboteur kit, right? So I took my Python Patrol officer and I'm going to turn him into a Saboteur type for a squad, right? So I'm turning my HISS team into an assault troop, basically. And I talked about that, I think, at some point, or maybe I never made that video happen. Maybe it all happened in my head. But an assault troop, I was a member of an assault troop in 1999 and 2000 when we went to Kosovo during that whole conflict. And what we were basically mechanized infantry. We would roll around in an 8-wheel lav called the Bison, open topped. You know, our hatches were open. We'd have our rifles up and we'd have an assortment of weapons. But we took a lot of courses, and some of those courses we took were under the engineers, and we learned things like demolitions, mine pulling, frap charges, breaching, and like how to make proper ambush sites using demolitions as well. So it was kind of a cool course. Don't ask me if I'm qualified now. No, I am not current on any of it. Oh, Trigrain, that was another stuff we used for boring. But yeah, I kind of digress. The assault troop was basically mechanized infantry there to support armored tasks without having to rely on infantry units to come in and support us, right? So it was our way of being self-sustaining. And we got those demolition and ambush quals and things like that. So we didn't have to pull in engineers. We could be self-sustaining, right? Those guys could go off and do their tasks. We would do ours, right? And mainly what we were there to do was just support all the movements through Kosovo, right? A security element. So we'd get out and we'd do things like funneling tasks or tunneling tasks where you would spread out along a certain stretch of road where we know the locals are actually kind of violent towards the buses that we've been escorting in our escorts. So things like that, right? So an assault troop would have a lot of diversity for equipment and gear. So I picture a HIS 788 fire team assault troop being very kitted up. So they would have like a saboteur, which I'm working on. They would have a sharpshooter, which I'm working on using another Python patrol, right? They would have, and I'm enjoying this concept because it's the Baroness coil. I have 2 of those Baroness from the coil set because I have 2 coils. Finally found the right use for the Baroness body, and I'm going to make this work, but using the extra Ironheart head that came with my Marvel Legends Ironheart. This is going to be the their translator / interrogator that rolls with the unit, right? And just go back into the chat here. Crimson Vader, yeah, I like Gridiron, but they are expensive. Yeah, so I was gifted that one by Digital Diarrhea, and he claims it was just because the post was broken. And I thought, no, that was just a generous excuse for you to gift me something fantastic and let me have some experience because I'd never handled Gridiron before. And I mean, he threw in the whole kit and caboodle, and that's why I say that, right? That visor, that vest, all Gridiron, came with a pistol and an extra mag. It came with the rifle, like just a bunch of stuff that I'm going to load this guy up with. And then on top of that, he even, I think it's in another, I put it in another box probably. Yeah, when I go live, I think I have everything and I find it. Oh yeah, you wanted to have this. There's the Gridiron gun I came with there's a suppressor attachment for it. Like he threw everything in, so you can't tell me I'm just giving you a busted backpack, but all the other kit was usable. He even threw in the V1 Fireflies vest, which I think I've got it in another box over there because I'm finding a way to re-roll that. The V1 Firefly vest, while it didn't really work for what people expected for Firefly, it's still a really cool vest, and I think it might look good on a Python patrol or group made to be 788, right? So let's check the time. We are about 22 minutes in. I'm just keeping my eye open for when I get a flag that Aaron is coming or not. Like I said, guys, I don't know for sure that he's going to be able to do it, but those arms have been soaking for a while. Let me try and get those on there. You only really need to soak this stuff for like 30 seconds, right? I'm boiling hot. And with a hairdryer, I find it all a lot simpler. But there, I got one on. When you soak them for a long time, they're like a little jelly. And then if you forget about it, like I just did, as cool as you might have just defeated the purpose. But there, I got the arms back on this other Python patrol. And so I'm going to use a mix of reds and grays and the natural blacks that were with the character. You used to be an M113. Okay, yeah, driver, yeah. M113 was my secondary vehicle. I was a Sergeant Major's gunner for our second go in Afghanistan, 07. It was a slap fight in that one, and our lav went down for repairs, and for a few ops, we had to be in an M113, and it had the remote weapon systems, machine gun. It was our C6, which, for you Joe fans looking for a relatability picture, just something a little smaller than Rock and Roll's gun, right? But the same idea. So we had this remote weapon system. What a shitty piece of kit for a firefight, man. But the M113 is a really reliable vehicle and shit simple to understand how to operate it. Great introduction to track vehicles for sure. Yeah, the interpreter. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that there, Jumper. Airborne. Yeah, every op I ever went on to in a hostile region, an interpreter was always gold. And when I picture my end state Cobras, like the aggressive city occupiers that they would be. It's all part of a Crimson Siege theme. The 788 as a troop would fall into that, and of course you would want to have an interpreter telling the locals, no matter what, they're there to obey something, right? So yeah. The V1, Firefly, personally, the V1 is more realistic over the V2. I guess in the sense that he's far more kitted up. Yeah, I could say he's more realistic. The drone, not really big on that little Star Wars looking drone, but the vest and everything like that, I think I support that. It's yeah, you work with demolitions. You're working with a lot of heavy armor there and gearing. You should be, especially if you're the one, the bomb maker. Bomb makers get bit by their own product all the time, right? So, but no, I do prefer V2 Firefly simply because it reflected the Firefly I had as a kid, where we played with as kids, and I found easier to get that crunch, when you have that big honking second layer of a vest, which was on the V1, you lose that ability for a lot of crouch posing and whatnot. So I can understand a lot of guys who maybe do photography or tell stories like Aaron does on his channel would yeah, they might they would probably prefer the 2 over the 1, but they would probably understand that what you're saying about the vest applies. Hey guys, I'm going to show you just some of the shelving I've been doing, because I'm going to do a video on it, and I think shortly, hopefully at 11:30, maybe we'll see something from Aaron. There's that Wolverine set that I was starting on. Right now I got my Red Devil Company characters on there, but there's my first version Steeler at the far side and Lady J at the other far side. And, but I got the idea that I should be slapping together some quick and dirty backgrounds for these characters to spread out the collection, because before everything was all cluttered, right? So I did that one. I did one for my Tiger Force and my Night Force stuff there. So you can see I've mixed my Tiger Force in the background. You can see Wreckage or Sabretooth or whatever you want to call them. I just call them Wreckage, and then Big Brawler mixed in with what I have for Tiger Force. And then what I have for Night Force is over here, right? And I've made Night Force for guys in there. So I'll incorporate the stuff I make in with mine there, or I'll put it up there if it's just doesn't work, right? But I'm looking for thematic kind of shelving. So there's the Snow Job mission, the Wolf Pack there with my Scarlet variant and my Sci-Fi variant and Snow Job. And there's that van I was talking about a while ago or a few days ago. I didn't talk about this, and I think I should show you this. This was kind of cool. We'll put the camera back down. Get caught up in the chat there. Thanks, Riley. Looks good. Thanks. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, there's more. But this, I thought I had to have it with no polar bear in sight. This little Polaris. Yeah, I didn't get all the primer clearly, but just a little tracked snowmobile I thought was ideal for either Snow Job or where'd he go? Blizzard. Because I am getting some parts for Blizzard that include the skis and everything like that. And I think he's the right scale, right? So you had to have that, right? And because it's got the back track, I think it's excusable for winter. I might even do the chains on the tires. I'm not sure. Oh, Bobby, you got to take off, buddy. Hey, thanks very much for popping by, guys. I appreciate that. And hey, guys, before I forget, I always forget to mention this. If you're here and you're enjoying the show or whatever, just I won't be offended if you hit that like. It might help my algorithms, might help my subscribers. It might help us get to that 350 contest, all that stuff. Just say. Hey, thanks again, Bobby. So let's go. So your Red Devil and your Wolverine are your good guys. Yeah, it's more like I started the Red Devils because I always thought it was unfair that Canada didn't have a footprint in the G.I. Joes, and because the Red Devils historically were a Canadian and American special task force in World War II. I thought I should have something like that. So it gave me an excuse to make up my own Joe creations. And that's, I've got another couple made up ones out there, but also to do paint variations on characters in a like a Joe character and just do something completely different with it. and not call it Night Force or Tiger Force. And that leaves room when those characters come out for those respective lines for me to collect them and not have doubled down accidentally with my rendition and then theirs. And I like theirs better, right? So, yeah. Are they good guys? Are they bad guys? I see the Wolverines the way Grievance described them. You know, it's the same way. It's kind of a tribute to the movie Red Dawn, but incorporating them in there. Yeah, you know, I'm playing a little bit more with the kid theme, but it's more like Resistance, and then the Red Devils are more like an attached unit. Yeah, that explains it. Okay, let's get caught up in the chat. I'll show you some more stuff. Gotta go, but yeah, okay. Is the painter? Thanks, there, 3-star. Polar Batter Bear with the logos on the working treads. Yeah, Etsy and 3D printers, they have a great market right now. Hasbro's not going to close down 3D printers anytime soon. And that's one of the things I've been saying. They need to get on because the want is there. But then when enough people own 3D printed variants of, say, the Polar Battle Bear or the Water Moccasin or the Wolverine, then when Hasbro comes out with theirs, are they going to feel the same drive to get them as they do with the MMS and the Vamp, because we beat them, you know? I suggest go for those 3D prints and then let Hasbro try and even harder to make it, you know, their stuff desirable. So 3D Polar Battle Bear, I would totally get one off Etsy. That's a good piece of int, but yeah. I say Hasbro, you need to come up with some mid price point vehicles that are about the price of a figure plus $20 or plus $10. And the Battle Bear's on there, the Whirlwind's on there. You know, you don't even have to throw drivers in some of these things, and we would be even happier. Like the Skyhawk would be a good one to have with just anything. Another shelf space. We got the Ninja Fight display. And you guys know I was trying to get some more ninjas, but Hasbro's sudden wave release came in, and I had to postpone the sale with the guy because I was having issues getting to him. What's the word? In a time that worked for him and I both. So I just said, well, try this again next week. So I'm hoping I'll get more ninjas in there, but I'm going to make some ninjas as well. You guys know I've got the background from characters in there. And I talked about those in other videos, those little background characters. The old fob is very dark right now, but it's got some of the old core team, and I threw my Zap in there because I painted him up to look part of it. But yeah, the last one for the Joes, and this is all just Joes, right? I'm doing just another street side. We're just putting these aside for now, but I am going to do another graffiti wall like I did in the fob. But based on some stuff I saw in Paris, that kind of graffiti. And then before the end of this, I'll show you the Cobra thing, but it's a recap. Okay, I am going to go check and see if I've got any messages from Aaron saying he's going to jump on. Not yet, but okay, well, we'll keep going. I just don't see anything that says I've got a guest, I've got anything. I'm just looking at all my pretty little buttons. Yeah. Okay, I missed a few contests or comments here. Gaslands Mechanics is back with us. All right, are you back from up north there, buddy? Did you have a safe trip? I know you were up there last week, and then you won a contest too. Cool display with the ninja. Thanks, Vader. I think Red Devils are PPCLI. No, PPCLI have the maroon beret for jumpers back in the day and whatnot, but at the time, I don't know if they were the ones that were tied to the Red Devils, but it's a great point. Black Devils were Black Watch were Canada, but I haven't heard of Black Devils. But yeah, so the PPCLI, the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Battalion, I don't know if they're tied to them, but yeah, back in the day when we had more jump companies, that's what the Maroon Beret kind of stood for as well. And then the Black Watch is one of our more notorious troublemaker companies back in the day, but I don't know if they were merged with the U.S. at any point. Honestly, I don't know where the Red Devil troops came from. I just knew they were a mix. I would have to look into that. It's a good point, though. Nope, you're still there, eh? Oh, I've got someone showing up in the guests. Hey, Gasland, stick around. You timed this well. I'm going to pop us over at And let's see Aaron. Hey, Aaron, how's it going?
Hey guys, it's going good. I'm here at Toylanta.
Oh, wow. And you're in the costume.
I'm gonna try my best to hear you guys.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can give you the entire screen for a second, but solo, we'll try that. There you go. You've got the show, buddy.
So yeah, we're here at Toylanta, and we're here with the group that I'm part of, the G.I. Joe Finest. There's a Viper for you.
Oh, wow.
Let me see if I can get a little bit more. Just hopped into costume, so yeah.
Hey, we got 3-Star here with us watching today.
3-Star, all right. What's up, Darren? How you doing? We are here at Toylanta, everyone.
Now, you flying solo, or do you got the Baroness with you today?
The Baroness is not with me, unfortunately, today. She had to work, so I'm out here alone. Well, but I have all my Joe Bros with me.
Oh, that's
we got Buzzer back there.
Oh, what's up, Buzzer?
Yeah.
That's sick, boys. Look at that. What a good time, man. What are we looking at?
Oh yeah. Hey guys. This is the group Southern Command.
Is that Lifeline?
Yeah, that's Lifeline, and it's a female Lifeline, just like the one you made in a custom.
Yeah, give her a high five for me.
So how about you brought her to life?
Yeah, atta girl, what's up?
This is Crusty Old Crow, guys. He's a YouTube guy. Sorry, sir. All right.
Right
so we're gonna go and walk around and kind of check out the show. Let me know if it gets a little loud. But I wanted to show you guys what a toy show was like here in Toylanta. It's pretty big. We're in the Hilton.
Oh, okay, so this. Oh, look at this. Okay, Aaron.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give you all of my credit card information, including the last 3. You guys are on the honor system here. Holy cow!
You need beachhead?
Wow.
I don't know if everything's showing up really good.
No, you're coming in good, guys. Don't you guys think he's coming in good? 3-Star says, damn, I wish I could have been able to get down there today. That looks like so much fun. It does, man. But your finger is over the camera, Aaron. Your finger's a little over the camera.
Oh, yeah. There's loads. I mean, loads of people, and it's great.
Oh, wow. And so what have you found today that's got you thinking hard?
Yeah. I just got down here, and it runs Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I breezed through here. We're going to go look at some Joe toys that I know where they're at.
Yeah.
And we're going to look at there's some people here that you might know. So.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a sec.
Good to see them.
We're going to make it through. I want to take a look at these. Okay, if I take a look.
Now, for anybody watching that thinks me taking this full hour today and showing you this, I might go over an hour, is indulgent. Okay, well, you can fast forward later, watch it later. But man, what a great time we're having with Aaron right now. He's live at the Toy Expo there, showing us this stuff. This is awesome. Thanks so much.
Very nice. Very nice. Old school, new school. They got everything. We're gonna work over in this corner real quick, Crow. I don't want to hold your show up.
No, man, it's this is awesome.
This is probably one of the biggest toy shows that I know about in my area. Again, it's called Toylanta.
Yeah. So, 3-Star Draw got a good question for you there, buddy. You're at Toylanta. How'd you make out with that swamp layer setup?
We did it. I just got here and we didn't even get to establish it yet. But we're going to get it set up.
Yeah.
And see what we can do. He mentioned there might be a contest. I didn't see a contest. for this particular. But
Okay.
we're
Bobby,
making a way over here. They got just a huge vintage collection over here,
yeah,
and we're gonna take a little peek.
for
I'm
sure.
gonna let you guys take a peek at this.
Absolutely. So, Aaron, if you can hear, Bobby Wold was here watching for a little while. He had to step out, but he's going to come back and watch it again later. So that'll be good news to hear about that later. But look at all that vintage stuff, man. That's amazing. Like, and that's the whole bottom of the Hilton. Wow.
Oh man, do they have some cool stuff here from vintage to new? Just amazing sets. Wow, I gotta go over here to this box. It's
Yeah.
it's a vintage in the box. Um, the the portable tactical battle PlayStation, man.
Oh,
You guys remember
snap.
that?
Oh, that's the one that
Man.
we need that.
Oh man, and I mean, it's not just this is a toy show, so it's not just G.I. Joe. It's a little bit of everything. You got just whatever is in the line here. Over here we have the Four Horsemen, who I'm sure you guys are familiar with. I'm gonna take a look at their table. All right, I know this is a popular line.
Oh, look at that. I gotta get on this other part of the screen here.
These characters look phenomenal. I mean,
Those are gorgeous. What's that line called again? Cosmic Ground? Or
this is the Cosmic Legends Wall Tour.
Okay. So Riley, first special service called the Black Devils because of the blackface. Okay, thanks for that. Hey, 3-star draws like, yeah, pick me up a Valiant Knight.
Right. Yeah, this is the Four Horsemen display.
Wow.
Looking good, man. And dude, they have figs like everywhere. It's like, yeah, like I'm gonna go broke.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. I can tell right now. You're gonna have to get that membership up and start making stuff.
Hey, how's it going? What's up, buddy?
Right.
How you doing? We're on live with Crusty Old Crow.
Hey, boys. Right on. And everybody's there.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man.
Cosmic Legion, that was it. I was trying to thank you there, Derek. Darren, it was Cosmic Legion. I knew it was Cosmic. I couldn't think of the last name. We don't see them up here, but it's great to see how amazing those figs are. Holy crap!
I want to show you a few more right here. These look phenomenal.
Oh, they're out of the box. That's perfect. So I've seen these reviewed and looked at, but I've not come across these anywhere. That's amazing. So 3-star just dropped a review on these this morning, so we'll be having to watch that after this.
Yeah, he dropped a review on those, yeah?
Oh.
Sweet, man. I'm going to come back out to the lobby where I can hear a little better.
Yeah, brother. I imagine it's quite loud.
It is. Yeah. There's a little less clutter out here. That's why I was holding the phone to my ear so I could hear what you're saying.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah, man. Millennium Falcon.
Oh, look at that. That is, man, I can smell the musk coming off that.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah. Mike and Nikki, Juggaloo fam says, whoop, whoop. Welcome to the chat, guys. Riley's going down my PPCLI rabbit hole. We're going to look at that later. Oh, wow.
You see that?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of people. There's people dressed up around here. I'm trying to get to a quiet area so we can just talk for a minute.
Yeah, brother.
I gotta get organized with my gear. I just threw it on.
Oh, you're looking good though, brother. You're looking good. Riley says he's got to get to one of these conventions these days. Yeah, Riley, I'm with you. I have plans to hit GoFest soon. I can't stand watching these and not being a part. It looks like a lot of fun.
For sure, man. I mean, there's so much stuff to look at. And here we go outside where it's quiet now. We can
Hey.
It's a beautiful day out here in Georgia.
Oh,
look at the sun.
Nice.
This is the Hilton.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, how's it going? No selfie. We gotta get a little selfie right here real quick.
Right on. Yeah, this is part of the job. This dude looks like Don Cherry.
You're live on YouTube right now.
Am I?
Yeah.
Let me see the Cobra symbol.
How's it going? You gotta get the Cobra symbol on there.
Heck yeah, Cobra.
Yeah.
Cobra. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, that's got to be happening.
That happens through the day, and it's a lot of fun to give people the opportunity to get pictures done with real live G.I. Joe figures. You know, yeah. We're just walking around doing some good pictures and everything. And I don't want to keep you too long, Crow. I know it's kind of
we got
crazy having an intrusion like that.
No, it's all good, buddy. So I love that you came in and joined us live today. Thank you so much for doing that. I hate that your weather is so much better than ours.
Thank you for having me.
But look, I don't know if you can see, but Darren's asking you if there's a way you can get your phone or prop it up so we can see that whole costume. If you can get a pan.
So I'll tell you what, there's a wall over here with a ledge. Maybe we can throw it on there.
That works out. I think that'll be good. And then you and I got to talk about what I'm going to dress up as when I come out for Joe Fest.
Oh, you're going to be the Range Viper, man.
Oh, is that what it is? Sweet. All right.
I don't know if
there
he is, guys. And I have one glove off.
There we go. So Aaron the Toy and Answer is Cobra Officer. I can call him Aaron. You got to call him Sir. But there he is.
This is how I roll. If we're at a con, you better bet your bananas you're gonna be walking around with a Cobra Officer. I don't care who you are, so get used to it.
There you go. And I'm gonna put us back to sharing the screen.
Yes.
And there we go. And man, that was awesome.
Thank you guys so much. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and hop in there. If you want to see more of the toy show, I'll probably have it on my channel. I'm going to do a little video, and we'll see if we can get some better footage. It was kind of weird with the reverse camera. I don't know if I can even flip it while I'm on here. I don't think I can.
I don't think you lose you.
Yeah, no worries. No worries, Crow. And thanks for having me. Just wanted to pop in and let you guys just take a peek. And I hope you guys are having a good morning. Saturday morning with G.I.Crow.
Right on, Aaron. We'll talk to you soon, buddy. You have a great one.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Okay. So that was the very first thing I've ever done like that because I'm using StreamYard. So if you guys are looking for a plug for StreamYard, I'm a 50-year-old man that is not tech savvy. That was the first time I've ever been able to even fathom bringing somebody on to a live show that I'm streaming, and you guys got to see something very special there. I think that was really cool. Thanks for the ride. Gaslands, I read what you said. You're getting a new job when you come back. That's awesome, right? And you used to have a Cobra Commander helmet. Crimson, right on. Yeah, I feel that did go well. I feel like something special just happened here. And Darren, 3-star, if you're out there, man, I gotta get your Facebook or your Messenger so I can send you links. So if ever you and I want to jam and talk about Aaron behind his back in front of all these fun folk, we can still do that. But yeah, look, where are we at? We got about 10 minutes left of my dedicated hour. 12 guys in the chat. Thanks very much. Once it's found out that we had a cameos and crossovers, maybe the more people will watch that after. And yeah, that went really well. It was great. Thanks very much, guys. And yeah, Yeah, it looks hot in Georgia here. Meanwhile, if I were to show you at the window, Ottawa's getting snow again right now, so we're a little shut down today. And yeah, 3-star. I would look forward to picking your ear or chatting with you and monopolizing people's time, right? And thanks very much for the praise, guys. I had some cards. What was I going to talk about? We're really quick. So the pre-orders, I'm not overly worried about. Not an issue for me. Gridiron, I think I'm going to order something from Gridiron soon. Like I keep going to Loki Wartooth. We are going to keep doing stuff, but I think I'm going to complete my short fuse using Gridiron stuff. I know I'm going to get the vamp and all that other stuff at some point. What else would I know one thing, and I'm going to have to look back later. Guys, I was curious what you guys thought about what future videos we can do for content, right? So like I said, I'm doing a lot of conversions. I am kind of getting more into the backgrounds, but I would like some videos. The other day, it really helped me when D-Mac came on. He was like, you need to do negative stuff for like a negative bottom 10, right? Finally, you're doing your bottom 10. He's been waiting for me to say something negative about the product. And I was like, yeah, I don't often do negative stuff. So I took that as a suggestion, and that gave me a couple video ideas. So if you guys ever want to me cover something, just ask and I'll try to work it in. There's that Ninja Turtle display, which eventually I'm just going to dry brush and prime and gritty it up. And then, like I said, that'll all flow together. But there's the upgrade I did a little bit to my Crimson Guard Cobra display. I've added kind of this Cobra bones thing going on there. These guys are in the way of part of it, but just a loop there. And it's just, I got to shut down the back a little bit and then add some features. That part will be done. And then my Dreadnought layer is going to be back down here. And I've got some band equipment and a pool table and some other stuff. So the Cobras will have their own display. I just, I showed you, I've got another blank shelf for some smaller display stuff. I had talked about these Ninja Turtle vans, the fact that I got 2 of them for $4.99. I'm just going to turn them into low beds, like just some equipment haulers and whatnot, and then free up this shelf for another display. And then we've got the, just General Junkins display support thing. I got to do something with the theme there, but that's what we were working on for displays. I've caught up on that. I've closed out that loop. Carry on with his stuff. Let's get back to where was the last comment? Oh my gosh, I'm lost in the comments. I like hearing that. It's great, Crow. Crowbar Krusty Crow. It's always hot in GA. Yeah. And so Joe Fest this summer, I'm planning on going out there for the few days. Sweltering heat doesn't bother me, but I've got to go to one of these. Yeah, Gaslands. Yeah, I know you're snowed in, I think. Aren't you? You're still in St. Catharines, I think. Or anyways, Gaslands, hopefully you get back better shape than you got back last time. And I hear you got a nice figure waiting for you from a certain contest. That showed up quick, buddy. Are all Cobra offers that nice? You might want to join. Yeah. If anybody's going to convince you to be Cobra, it is our friend Aaron the Toy Enhancer. He is the one that supplied me with all of the blue Cobras when he realized I was having a problem getting them up here in Ottawa without paying huge scalpers fees at the time. And I know he is a massive Cobra fan and then a Joe fan, right? And for me, I was always just mega Joe fan, passive Cobra fan, but with Classified and the way that they've done these figures and the way that it's all gone, I find equal sides for both, really. I hate being the guy in the middle, but my God, a Cobra Army is a glorious thing on the shelf thanks to Hasbro 6-inch scale figures right now. Wherein the Joe is just a fine patch of individuals for a glory shot, right? Let's see. A little bit of weapons recommendations from our jumper friend Roman there. Yeah, you're still up north there, Gaslands. Oh my gosh, I'm really behind in the chat. Recruiter, damn, not following that. Daredevil Dave, you joined us. Hey man, if you get a chance, definitely go back in this video and check out. We just had live footage for about a good 10-15 minutes from Aaron the Toy Enhancer. He's at the Toy Fair. He's in costume in the Hilton and the GA there. I can't remember. 3-star. Put the name of the damn event in there in the comments if you get around to it, please, buddy, because I've forgotten it off the top of my head. But yeah, he came and did a cameo on the show, and we got to see the convention. We saw costumes. We met Buzzer. We met Lifeline, female Lifeline. I told you there's got to be a whole broad spectrum of lifelines, right? It's the perfect call sign for a troop build medic. But yeah, we got that going on, so make sure you check that out, guys. Okay, quickly, I got 5-6 minutes. I clearly didn't get any more work done on this, but I showed you some of the figures. I'll show you a couple more that I'm adding into this. Where was it? Yeah, his fire team thing. So yeah, we've got the officer and we've got the range viper. Apparently I'm to go as a range viper for Joe Fest, so Aaron can let me wear the helmet. That's awesome. We're gonna put those up there, but I was gonna talk to him a bit, maybe going as Flint, because I have some good kit for Flint. Told you we're adding these guys to it. The last things I'm working on is I'm going to take this lone Crimson Viper that I have, and I'm going to work him into the same color themes as his 788. I've got a custom Viper head where his face is exposed and he's pissed off. I got some good kit for him. That'll work out. So I also have a couple of other smaller characters I'm thinking about working into 788, but the Iron Heart. I gotta show you the Iron Heart character that I bought from Marvel on a $9 clearance one day has been bugging me because I really see some use for it. So I'm talking about this one right here. I got this for $9, as you can see, at GameStop when it was on clearance. And so I've broken it down, stripped it down, and looked at pieces of it and everything like that. And then I went into the G.I. Joe lore and, went through the catalogs of different characters that showed up after the original 82 and the 94 line. Sorry. There was a ninja bat. Yeah. Then they were looking kind of sci-fi. And this comes out right when Sigma 6 and all that other stuff is coming. And I thought, well, I'm doing a Black Oni ninja clan, like a really dark ninja clan that hunts Arakakashis and things like that. And I've been dying to use this head on a character that made sense. And I thought I might do like a cross where it's like a ninja bat. I might do a ninja bat that looks like this. I might whiten her face. If you guys saw, like just around here, if you guys saw the new Mission Impossible, the villainess in the Mission Impossible, she wears a lot of white pampered makeup, like a kabuki mask. It looks cool. All right, let's get caught up in the chat really quick here. Toylanta, thank you. That's where Aaron was, and that's the footage we saw. Versus, okay, yeah, so versus matches, I thought about doing those again. I felt like they were kind of limited at the time because I really didn't know what I was doing as a channel. But yeah, I could bring back some verses, and I could do it better than what I was doing. So thank you. Maybe I'll start doing those again real soon. There we go. Right on. No, it was fun having you guys on. Thanks very much. Yeah, we're getting into the last minute there. So are you getting the SMS or at least the red Techno Viper separately? Yeah, so that's a great question, Riley. Thanks for asking it. It is relevant. So my opinions on the Techno Viper aren't the popular one. I have the purple one, the regular one on pre-order at GameStop. I expect that one will come when it comes. It wasn't part of this original batch that I'm waiting on. But the SMS has the Fire Team 788 red and black going for it. And that would definitely be way more palatable to me than the purple. I say that thing looks like Grimace in a car wash. He's ready to pressure wash your car and eat your fries. But he does not look to me an intimidating character, but at least with the 788 he would fit in. So yeah, just like with Clutch, I would probably try and poke one of those off. But you know what? I would probably just feel better just buying the whole MMS if the market allows for it, and I'm on time and it fits within my budget at the time, and there's not like a waves of massive backlog of figures that I have to get. That's the nice part about all this. And one of the videos I'm going to do is a video about the hunt, the figures I hunt. You know, the ones we're passionate about, plus the weird ones that you would think I already have that I got to hunt. Maybe I'll do a video on that. But yeah, it's this whole thing about the 788 thing. That Techno Viper really threw a wrench in it. But you know, getting these vehicles and getting the figures and all of that other stuff, there's a hierarchy. Everybody's got a different priority for what they go through. 3-star draw, you and I agreed with the priority for clutch, and I'll leave it at that for today, guys. Remember to hit like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed that video. Remember, if you just joined us, to go and go and look back, join Toylanta with Aaron the Toy Enhancer in his costume, having a look, and he shared us there, right? That's the only thing you're pre-ordering, Riley. And I'm just going to finish off the chat with this one from Mike and Nikki, who says, just about done with your Deep 6 build, and then you're going to do the paint, really, using, and you're going to do a Serpentor. I'm looking at Serpentor as well. Yeah, I'm going to get back to doing some Joe Customs once the 788s are done and the Wolverines have their footprint on my shelf the way they should. Then, yeah, we're back to doing some Joe Customs, because I have a theory on how to do a Cobra Law very differently. All right, and I'll leave it there. Okay, guys, you have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.